Hey everybody, this is TotalGamerJunkie. I want to welcome you all back to my channel. Now, when we last left off, we found out that Shadow has a chance to be human, and if you remember at all from my previous walkthroughs, this walkthrough I'm doing is going to be entirely about Willow using her magic. So, let's start this off. So, we're not going to chain Willow to a tree in protest. We're going to use magic to scare away loggers by making the trees come alive. So let's do it.
Tanya said rushing in wouldn't go well. So let's try to engage at a distance.
Sounds good to me.
And here they come.
That's set and running.
All right. Looks like we saved the forest. But, Shadow...
Could have sworn they were monster trees.
I mean, there's always risks with my powers.
I could have sworn the trees
You
come
just
alive
used them without a hitch.
and start eating the loggers, if I'm remembering
Still,
correctly.
Shadow,
When I played the beta or
are you
before.
sure you want to do this?
I'm as sure as I've ever been about anything, Willow.
Okay.
Oh, it might have just been my imagination running
Here
wild.
goes nothing.
Checkpoint.
Willow, you did
Shadow.
it. Hey, what's the matter? I was a black cat, wasn't I? What did you expect? Why are you staring at me like that?
I like his clothes,
You're
especially that hat.
very cute. That's all.
I was cute when I was a cat. Can't I be, you know?
Handsome.
You know what? Call me whatever you want. Call me a bloody pretty princess, I don't care. I'm me again. Willow, I'm me. Thank you.
What should we do now?
Are you kidding? We've got to celebrate. Yeah, when I said celebrate, I meant something a little more edible.
You're never going to let up on this fine establishment, are you?
Fine establishment. Willow, I'll have you know this place is run by a bunch of hypocrites.
What? Are you going to tell me this place has a secret cache of milk or something?
I wish. No, these bleeding art liberals keep true to that one. But even though the owner's got a ban guns bumper sticker, they've got a little piece behind the counter in case of robberies.
Well, that's hypocritical of him, I guess.
For real? That's unbelievable.
Says the atheist who wears a cross.
That is also true.
Hey, that doesn't make me a hypocrite.
I know, Willow, I remember that cross. It was your mother's, wasn't it?
Yeah. The car was wrecked. I sold the house. My grandmother died years ago. It's it's hard to think that this little thing is all I have left now.
You honour her well to wear it, Willow. Hey, want to get out of here? No offence to the soy lattes, but I want to pick up some real drinks before we head back. Ever tried port?
I know I haven't.
That's a wine, right? I'm still a few months away from 21.
Well, I'm not.
I thought you was
Oh
21.
yeah, I keep forgetting. You being a human
Okay, I
is getting
forgot.
better and better,
So she's
isn't
20,
it?
not 21. I thought she was 21.
I still can't believe it. A bottle of port for me and for you.
I liked it when I was a human too. Got a problem with that?
I do, actually. I happen to be a vegan, in case you forgot.
No, Willow, I'll never forget that.
You could have been a cow instead of a cat. Ever thought about that? Wouldn't like being milked then, would you?
Depends. Are you the one milking me?
You dirty little. Hey, I just realized, outside of Avery, you're the first man to ever step foot.
I'm pretty sure Shadow was like
And Avery hardly counts.
from 1930s or
Hey,
50s, something like
he's
that.
my friend.
Trust me, Avery wouldn't. Oh, never mind. I guess you're right. It is odd to have me as a man here. Perhaps I can make you more comfortable if I acted like a cat again? Shall I scratch up the furniture? Or curl up on your lap?
Oh, you wish. It feels so good just to stand here and laugh.
Yeah.
I don't want to worry anymore. I just want to relax, live it up, travel. You're from England, right?
Now, where'd you get that idea?
Why'd you come to America?
It wasn't my idea.
Whose was it?
My father's.
I don't think I've ever heard you talk about your family.
Ever thought there might be a reason for that?
I just thought...
You just thought that since you felt better talking about your past, I might want to talk about mine.
Is that such a bad idea?
I suppose I've heard worse.
Well, spill. I'm waiting.
My father was a great man. At least that's what everyone said about him. An MP who cared about the common people, stood up for traditional values, all the usual stuff that's said about those kinds of men.
And your mother?
A maid, most days.
What about the other days?
What do you think, Willow? She never told my father. Never gave him a chance to do the decent thing. At least that's what I thought growing up. I only knew who he was from a collection of newspaper clippings. I guess it's something else me and Tanya got in common, eh? A collection of newspapers. Why do they use the paper as liner for kitty litter anyway? Do they think we need something to read while we're doing our business?
As far as I know, you were, the only cat that could read, so... no. But you're straying off topic.
Do I really need to finish this story? We're having such a nice time.
Well, I suppose you don't have to, but...
Great. How about I play us a little guitar? Unless you'd like for it to remain purely decorative.
Okay, finish the story, or I'll turn you back into a kitty.
Meow meow. Fine, fine. After my mother died, I finally went to meet my father. But he was embarrassed by my existence.
Yeah, let me guess, the father was white.
I was proof he had committed a moral failing. Side a mongrel,
Because,
as
you
he
know,
called me.
racism back then and all that.
You see, Willow, I was a beast long before I ever became a cat.
What did he do?
Told me he'd give me money to leave the country. I didn't want to take it, but I just wanted to know him. But he clearly didn't want to know me. I figured I could have no real relationship with the man. Or I could have no relationship with him and have some money.
That's...
Not quite as tragic as your story of losing your family, is it? But you see why I was sympathetic to your situation.
yeah, I do.
I know that Tanya don't really care about me, she's just using me. But it felt good, you know? To actually be important, wanted for a change, to be useful, you know.
I know exactly what you mean. I mean, that's how I got sucked into this whole thing, too. I wanted to help Tanya, to help Avery, and... you.
Yeah, I know, Willow. At first, I thought I might not have a chance with you. I thought Tanya or even Lydia would catch your eye.
Lydia? Ugh, ew.
You don't have to hide it, Willow. I know who you are.
Then you know, I sometimes like guys too.
I know, it's just... Like, how does that work exactly? Does it depend on your mood or what? Sometimes I feel like oysters, sometimes I like snails.
No, are you out of your mind? No, it's just based on the person. Just like you. I mean, you're not attracted to every woman you see, right?
Hey, nice weather we're having today, right?
Oh, you don't fool me. Actually, I know you've got it bad for me.
What makes you say that? You borrowed Tanya's crystal ball?
I know I annoyed the shit out of you, Shadow. So you must have some reason to stick around. Even after you don't need me anymore.
Oh, shit, what?
Right.
I'll just stop this.
You think that's why I'm here?
Get out
To
of here.
scratch an itch?
Sorry about that.
I know I annoyed the
God
shit out
damn
of
it.
you, Shadow. So you must have
Ah.
some reason to stick around. Even after
Sorry
you
about
don't
that.
need me anymore. Right.
Oh. Turns
You
on
think
off.
that's why I'm here? To scratch an itch?
Isn't it?
You stuck your neck out for me. You went against Tanya's orders. You risked using your powers twice. All just to help me. Never in my life has anyone treated me half as good as... Well, you get it.
I care about you. Whether you're useful or not. Human or not. I want you in my life. I want you beside me.
Here we go, another CG.
I'll drink to that, Willow.
Unlock gallery, romance, shadow. Because there are multiple romances
God,
in
if
this.
somebody could have told me I'd be waking up like this the day we met.
I'm sorry, I was a bit annoying at first, Willow. I just wasn't sure if we'd, get it right this time.
This time.
What are you talking about? Get it right this time?
Nothing. Nothing. Just forget I said anything.
Oh, totally not. Not just a
That's kind
random
of a tall
word.
order there, mister.
It's totally not a
I
plot
went back in
device
time
that...
to help you, right? How did Tanya know to do that?
Yeah, because it
Because
doesn't make
this isn't
sense
your
now, but
first
when you
time.
finish the game, you
Tanya
understand
told
what
me
it,
you keep
what he
repeating the
meant.
same few days over and over.
Oh, I guess you find out now then.
What? So you're saying I'm stuck in some kind of infinite loop?
Yeah, I suppose so. You just keep resetting time.
Why? What happens at the end of the loop?
Tanya didn't tell you, eh? Figures. Nothing big, just, the end of the world.
The end of the world? Fucking A, Shadow, why didn't you tell me?
I didn't want to ruin our perfect day. Is that a crime?
Well, it ought to be. Okay, how much time do we have left to prepare?
Let me see. Today's the... about 5 hours?
5 hours?
That's not cutting it close or
The
anything.
world is ending in hours, and you just didn't want to tell me?
Well, I knew if you had one day left on Earth, would you want to spoil it worrying or make the most of it?
Ugh. Fuck.
Hey, Willow, if you're mad at me...
No, you know what? I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at myself. I've known. You were nothing but a selfish bastard since the day I met you. I can't believe I let myself think otherwise.
Willow, there's still...
Time? Huh, of course there's time. 5 hours? After all, I am a witch, right? I've handled everything else so far. Saving the world? I got this. Where do I go? To Tanya's?
She's not going to help us.
Then where?
I don't know.
You don't know? So what are we supposed to do? Just show up to class like today's a normal day?
I don't see why not.
The thought of just sitting in that classroom, waiting to die. That's what you've been doing every day, haven't you? Just counting down the minutes. Well, I can't do it. I won't. If the world does end, I'll be damned if one of Lydia's self-righteous lectures is the last thing I hear. I'm going to see Tanya. I don't care if she doesn't want to help. I'll make her listen.
All right. If you say so, we'll give it a shot.
We? We? Oh, I don't think so. You've done enough fucking this up, Shadow. I'm going alone.
Oh, that's
Lydia,
not nice.
aren't you supposed to be in class?
I could say the same thing about you. Actually, Willow, I came here hoping to find you. We need to talk.
Yeah, can it wait? I actually have to talk to someone else first.
You had someone you needed to see in the supply closet?
Yeah. I guess she's busy.
Good, that means you're not.
You know what, Lydia? I really don't have the time or the energy to do this with you today.
You know, you really ought to reconsider, Willow.
Weren't you listening? I'm not in the mood for your shit. Just because you think you're God's gift doesn't mean the rest of us do. Fuck off and go play Fire and Brimstone with someone else.
Thank you, Willow.
I tell you to fuck off and you say thank you.
Why would you
I
say
came to
that?
you for some advice, and I heard what I needed to hear. For the longest time, Willow, I thought you might be the last decent person in this little world of ours. But I was wrong. There's nothing and nobody worth saving. It's time to end things.
What the hell are you talking about?
The end of the world, Willow.
You know about that? Is ORW involved or something?
ORW wanting to end the world? Oh, please. They're already in total control. Why would they ever want to upset the status quo?
Total control? Isn't that a stretch? I mean, I know they've got that bank.
Not just that bank. All banks. All churches. All police.
Wait, just how many people are involved?
Everyone, Willow. Everyone.
Everyone?
One Right Way isn't just a company that's just taken things to their most extreme, but it's so much more than that. One Right Way is a state of mind. One right way to think, to worship, to run a business. One right way to love. Willow, when you feel that insufferable smugness about being a vegan, well, you're just preaching the one right way to eat. People aren't interested in understanding and accepting our differences. They only want to get to the judging, the condemning, and the torturing. In case you haven't noticed, we're all wicked, Willow.
Oh my god, she said the title.
But if ORW doesn't want the world to end...
Because ORW is one right way. Like, or our righteous world, you know? It's like, what's the word? It's an... ORW is an acronym. I believe that's the word.
They don't. Can you think of anybody else who might?
You?
Bingo. Did you really think you were the only wicked witch at this school, Willow? The bank robbers? The axemen? My doing. But I kept holding out hope, even after what you did in the forest.
What? Did you want me to just let the trees get chopped down to pad corporate profits?
You killed 5 of my men. Men with families.
What? I was just trying to To scare them.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the trees came to
Scare
life
them
and
by creating those
ate
horrors.
them.
You killed them in cold blood. Just to protect some trees?
Not just that, I was trying to help Shadow become a human again.
Oh, your miserable little kitty needed help, eh? Do you have any idea how annoying it was to pretend I couldn't hear that foul man day after day?
Okay, well, I certainly agree about Shadow being a bad man, but...
Like I said, people are wicked. They deserve what's coming to them.
Not if I can help it, Lydia!
Fireball. I like that animation, it's pretty cool.
Anti-magic is my magic. Nothing you can do to harm me. You're just going to have to watch everyone die.
Willow, are you all right?
Oh, Shadow? We were just talking about you.
The door to Tanya's is locked.
I know. She told me we should accept our deaths with quiet dignity and grace.
Seems like sound advice to me.
I'm not going to let you do this. Not this time.
You're still acting like you've got to stop me. Just think of it. No more pain, no more suffering, no more prejudice. One quick flash and then peace. Forever. Like ripping off a bandage. I know just how to do it too. There have been dozens of witches throughout the years, stopping World War III, stopping nuclear missiles from flying. Their enchantments encircle the globe, threads hanging in the air, like a spider's
Did you
web.
say end circle? Or instead of circle?
All I
I'm pretty
have
sure.
to do is tug
Said.
on one of those strings, and it all ends. Thanks to my anti-magic, it should be easy.
There's no way to talk you out of this, is there? No matter what we say, you're just going to kill everyone.
That's right. The world has left me no choice.
No, Lydia. It's you who's left me no choice. So, stopping magic is your power, eh? But can you stop regular bullets?
You think you can threaten me like that? You're just going to shoot a beautiful young woman, the pride of ORW, in broad daylight, witnesses everywhere.
Let's find
How
out.
do you plan to get out of that?
I don't.
Shadow!
Any news?
The governor denied the clemency petition.
That bloody bastard.
I don't know if he's on ORW's payroll or not, but it doesn't matter. Nobody would ever believe us about Lydia. I wouldn't have believed it myself if I wasn't there when it happened.
Any luck with Tanya?
Still nothing. Door's been locked since Lydia died.
Tanya always thought one way or another she'd never see you again once the date passed. Guess she was right.
It's just not fair, Shadow. This is all my fault. I never should have dragged you into this.
Willow, it's fine. You didn't force me to pull that trigger. And if I didn't, I would have died in a nuclear blast, right? I mean, if I have to die so everyone else can live.
Sounds like Jesus. What a sick irony that you have to be Christ-like just to stop Bible-thumping Lydia.
So, when's the execution date?
A month from now.
Well, at least there's still time.
Time for what?
I talked to the deacon. He says he'll be able to...
To what?
I know the circumstances ain't exactly ideal for this, and I sure do wish I had a ring to offer you, but...
Yes! Shadow, yes! I'll marry you!
If only they allowed conjugal visits in here, eh?
It seems
Yeah.
so cruel we
Wouldn't
only
want a
have one
conjugal
life.
visit in that cell. Look at it.
Shadow, I
Just
stand by
pressing
my
in that.
offer. I could try to start a riot, or an earthquake. I could blow a hole in the side of the building.
I told you, I don't want you to risk killing the other prisoners, plus I'd still be a fugitive, right?
All this power, and there's nothing I can do?
First time I tried to save a life, I killed your father, Willow. The last time I tried to save a life, I ended up here. I'm done with tempting fate. I'm ready to go. It's just a little... What's that word you love so much?
Irony?
It's just a little irony that...
Ironic, if you're using it as an adjective.
I did not know that.
I'm going to die and you're nitpicking my
I don't
grammar.
even know what
I
an
mean,
adjective
seriously,
is.
what's
That's
that
how
going
much
to
of
do?
an
Let me
idiot I am.
speak more proper in my last 30 days of being alive.
Fine, what's so irony?
I spent so long trying to become a human again. What I wouldn't give to be able to slink out of these bars.
Wait a minute, Shadow, that's it! That's how I can get you out of here without risking anyone else's life and without you being a fugitive. I'll just turn you back into a kitty. Why didn't we think of this earlier?
Because it was literally the last resort?
Still better than being executed, right?
Let me see. Scratching post or electric chair? Tough decision.
Forest, here we come. Let's go back to the forest. Turn you back into a... Oh, wait a minute.
Okay, I
just
think that's a
realized
mistake.
something.
How is he
We have to save the forest a second time, don't we?
a cat?
You just realised that. Don't you walk by this forest every day?
I haven't been to school since the day Lydia died.
Why the hell not?
I've been spending all my time trying to work on your case. How was I supposed to pay attention to class when your life was on the line?
Oh, it's just like a time skip, and he's already become a cat.
You should go back to
Confused
school,
now.
Willow.
I will. After we find another forest to save, of course. I don't care if we have to go to the ends of the earth.
Tanya never said it was safe to do twice.
Okay, so he's a cat now, and she's trying to find a way
Even
to
if
turn
I
him
were, Willow,
back
if
into
I was a human,
Alright, yeah.
I'd still be a fugitive. From the government and ORW. If anyone ever found me, both our lives would be in danger.
But... Shadow, what are you saying?
I knew, from the moment I slunk out of those bars, I was probably a cat again for good.
Well, we'll figure something out. Let's just go home and...
Go home? You want me to go home and be your pet again, is that it?
I never said that. I just want to be with you. Isn't that what you wanted? For us to live together?
What about when you bring home your next lover, Willow? Will I be your pet or your husband?
I don't want another lover, Shadow. I'll live my life just with you. I'll be content just being a crazy cat lady, okay?
Those are some nice words, Willow. Said in the heat of the moment, in a dark forest on a stressful night.
I mean what I say.
You know, I had a lot of time to reflect in that little cell, Willow, about how I got there. And the truth is, I've been selfish and short-sighted my whole life. That's why I didn't think about the consequences when I first went back in time and messed with your family. When I didn't tell you the whole story about the resets. Not anymore. I'm thinking ahead now. First time you used your magic on me, I was trapped as a cat. Then I got trapped in a jail cell. Now I'm trapped in a difficult, right and wrong thing.
Situation.
What's going to happen to me next time?
Even if the worst happens, I still want to stay with you. That's what love is, right?
You've already sacrificed enough because of me, Willow. I love you. I do. And that's why I can't let you be just some lonely woman with only a pet to keep her company. You need to move on Find someone else who can make you happy. And when you do, if I'm around, I'll just be in the way.
But, Shadow, I can't let you go.
Let me do the right thing, Willow. For once.
Hey there, handsome.
And here's the ending.
Willow, where are you? I thought if I drank this in the corner, you wouldn't see me.
What are you having there?
Soy milk.
I thought you hated that stuff.
Funny thing about that, Willow. I never knew how I liked it, until I thought I might never have some again.
Well, never fear, Shadow. You'll never go without again. Meow, meow.
Unlock gallery.
Willow.
Epilogue. Tanya, what?
You...
That's not Tanya epilogue.
Don't look so surprised. I told you I'd never let you go.
She looks
I
good as
don't
a
want to
cat.
ruin the romantic moment. But I'm going to be honest here. This soy milk here is really terrible. I mean, I was just forcing myself to drink it because I missed you so much.
I just had a sip myself, and I gotta say, I agree. These kitty taste buds just aren't having it. Want to order some real milk from a different coffee shop?
Willow, neither of us can talk now.
Oh, yeah. Totally forgot.
And that's one of the endings there. They're in your room. But I'm trying to record you. Sorry about that one. I'm just missing her smokes. She couldn't find them. It's like, why do I care? Like, I want nothing to do with your smokes. I hate smoking. Alright, so this was the end of the game. We got the voice actors here. Avery / Valerie, and that's, you'll find out what this means in a later walkthrough. Xarsi, we didn't get to meet her. I like her, she's an interesting character with an interesting backstory. Okay, and we got the Professor, Queen. Queen is who you'll meet later with the Valeria or Valerie. I've already forgotten the name. So, funny thing actually, when this was on Kickstarter, I actually ended up backing it. And I backed this because I wanted to get these epilogue endings. So it was like, yeah, this ending here along with the other ones is because I put it in there. All of our Kickstarter backers. Everyone who auditioned for a role. My wife for unending patience. Yep, Bailey Nelson for supporting epilogues. That's me, Bailey Nelson. I am so happy.
Wait, is that a piece of paper under the door to Tanya's?
And we got one last bit here, and then
It's
the
a
video
letter.
ends.
I do not know under what circumstances you are reading this letter. Perhaps you are crawling through a nuclear wasteland. Perhaps you are on a tropical island, enjoying a happily ever after. Or perhaps something else, beyond the reaches of my imagination. I do know that you have the power to reset time, Willow. And I must ask you to use it. Regretfully, I cannot tell you why. I can only ask that you trust me. We must try one more time. Just once more. That is all I ask. I will be awaiting your return.
Alright, and so basically resetting timeline basically resets the game. And they're actually, you see that letter a few times, but there's one ending where that letter does not appear, and for me, that's the actual canon ending, at least in my opinion. But the writer, T.F. Wright, has said whatever ending you get, like what ending you consider canon is canon. You know what I mean? Like if you take games, for example, Dragon Age or Mass Effect, what you do in the story is your own canon. You know what I mean? So anyways, that's the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. This is TotalGamerJunkie, signing off.